Alright everybody, this is it. Welcome back to CCLP1 in black and white for the last time. We are on the final decade of the set, and we are going to finish this off and get moving onward with the black and white journey. Starting off with Flush, level 141. This level is quite interesting. I have to remember which ones I have to get. I think it's the chips first. Okay, how do I go down here? I don't think I go down there. I think we go this way? Yes. Okay. Pretty fun concept. And really unique, too. You don't exactly see this kind of thing in any other CCLP. Or really any custom levels, for that matter. Flush the drain again. Let that one go. I fully anticipated to get clobbered by a ball there, but... Okay, so if I remember right, you gotta use these blocks to kind of clog your way back. Okay, you do get 5. Of course, slide delay is going to be one heck of an issue, but honestly, not really. Okay, I managed to not flip the tank corner. Or tank corner. Tank cloners. From the, whatever that glitch is called, the Frankenstein glitch. Alright, 1 level down, 9 to go. Bambua Banu Bau Bagabov. I actually tried really hard to pronounce that. I think it's intended to be gibberish, though. In classic rock debt form. Okay, so... this level is deceptively simply designed, but it's actually quite intriguing how to solve it. And it's been a while since I have, so... I don't think these blocks on the edges do much. Okay, that solves that. I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's so much easier just to look at the OBS window because it's so much bigger than the actual MSCC program. Okay, do I want to do this? I don't think the blocks surrounded fully by water really do anything. Wait, I might see something. Do I? Let me push this one down just to get a better picture of what I'm trying to envision here. Yes, this actually does something for me. Push this around like this. Okay, so I kind of did the left side for nothing. This is the solution right here. There we go. Perfect. 7 to go. Amphibia. I fully expect this one to cause a good number of deaths. This is basically the fireflies of the set. And I kind of like how it's placed exactly one level before the original fireflies. But I'm gonna try my best to keep that death counter at 61 for as long as I can. Just, you know, for personal fulfillment reasons. Okay. I know the exit is down one particular path, and I'm going to try to remember to save that for the end. Oof, that was close. Okay, 2 chips right here. We're just going to take our time, not rush anything. Okay, this path is quite devious. Okay, exit's down there. Yeah, this is actually a... No, that's not. Never mind. I was going to say that's a safe spot, but it's only for the glider. The fireball takes that path. Okay, let's go this way. So far, so good. Okay. So there's a whole left side right there that I missed somehow. Let's see if I can go back. Oh yeah, right here. How did I miss this? Good thing to catch it now. Because I don't want to have another whirlpool incident. I watched that video back. after it went up, or like a day after it went up, and I felt so embarrassed. The path was completely visible, and I just overlooked it because I sincerely think the tile set was just getting to me. I have to say, Archie did a pretty good job designing this level. With the pathing and the elegance of the monsters never really colliding with each other. Just when I was giving the level some positivity. Just when I was doing that. Well, you know what? I would fast forward it or just skip ahead, but it's the last video of the series, so you are getting the full experience just like I am. But no, he did a good job designing this. I don't really like this level just for the kind of level it is, but it's very nicely designed. And I do like that it's not just, you know, fireflies too. It's, you know, there's gliders in the mix. It's not symmetrical like fireflies is. It's kind of funny. I used to be kind of against symmetrical levels. And I think it all just depends on how well it's done. Okay, let's go down here. So what was it that killed me? A fireball or a glider? I think it was a glider that killed me. But I do like how this is just kind of scattered. It's like a symmetric approach could have been done, but I'm kind of glad that it wasn't done with this. I keep missing this path, man. Like it feels much more like a maze than it does a monster dodging level, or a maze with monster dodging elements to it. Which is pretty chill. Okay, I don't want to go too crazy with jumping the gun here. Kind of fitting I died in this level too. Like I usually when I do these recordings for this black and white series, I try to predict for myself just for my own benefit, like what levels do I expect to give me the most trouble. In the case of the last video, I did not expect Whirlpool to give me any problems. I didn't accumulate any deaths from it, but it was still quite a mental struggle just because I just couldn't see the ice path I was supposed to take. Like, my brain just was not registering it at that particular point in time. Okay, I had like 5 chips left. Here we go. Okay, I think we're on the right track now. Okay, we're at exactly 5. I think we want to go up. Okay, how convoluted is this pathing going to be? Not too bad, I guess. Okay, 3 to go. And we are going to end in the socket room, which is good. 2 left. 1 more. And don't fail me now. Okay, that's where the socket is. So I need to go up this way. Also, crazy wall pattern for this. I've had some temptations to use this wall pattern for myself, but nothing's really come to mind for it. Alright, Amphibia done with 1 death accounted for. The Ancient Temple. Explore the ancient temple and find the mystical chip of epic coolness. Alright, starting off with a good old-fashioned Silco Band. Pretty standard stuff. And another one. This one's a little surprisingly tricky. But actually not. Okay. So we just cover these up. Okay. How do we do this? Okay, do I go... I think I go back. I think I go back and get the other block. Yeah, that's how it looks to me. So I can get this. And I can cover that up. And then I can flip it again. Cool room. Very cool room. Okay, blue key. Even though you can't tell it's blue, I know it is because of where it's placed in the inventory. Okay, this room. Okay. So there's a very particular way of blowing up these bombs. And you do need to use these blocks. I like that this is included for the level. Okay, I think I see the path. Let's prep this block. There was a bit of In the Walls of Gravel Castle that was inspired by this section. For those that are not aware. But we won't see that level for quite some time. Unless I encounter it in Joshi first, which I have been neglecting on that show for a while. I need to get back to it. I really wanted to finish up CCLP1 here, so we can move on to bigger and better things like CCLP2. Okay, this seems pretty straightforward, I think. Okay, I can turn this around, thankfully. And you just go right there. Good stuff. Okay. Alright, this one's a little tricky. Just a little tricky. Mostly hard to read. I think there's 2 waters right there. Oh yeah, here I see what you have to do. Just gotta be careful with sliding into the water. And go all the way around. I think the dirt throws me off with that, because it makes me think you have to bounce the block off the dirt. But I don't believe that's even possible in the context of that room. Okay, this looks like just a simple path. And there it is, the mystical chip of epic coolness. And we have to run for it. This is such a cool ending. Get a little bit of a boost from the ice corners. And we made our run for it. Perfect. That is the ancient temple completed. Don't let this end screen fool ya. We are not done, my friends. Not yet. You did not finish the challenge. And we definitely did not complete 149 levels. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Chance time. Oh, you gave me the longer path. And you gave me the blob. Alright, that was easy. Pretty silly thanks to level slot, but cool level nonetheless. Alright, Cineworld. Alright. We're in show business, my friends. Cannot push that. Okay, that opens something. I presume it opened up that trap. Can open that up, or did it open this one? A little unclear. Looks like it's that one. Or maybe both of them are open, who knows? This is such a funny level. Like, I like how creative it is. You know, it's chip out of movie theater. I mean, say what you want, but I'm kind of glad this got into the set. This is such a cool idea. Okay, what's not cool is how to get this guy to toggle the button for me. Yeah, it's only holding down one button. Did I hold down another trap button? I think I did. No, I didn't. Well, I can press that button again. Let's toggle it again. Like, the aesthetic of it is pretty funny. You know, you got your concession stands right here. You got your ticket purchasing line, the line inside the theater, which you don't even see that much anymore these days because you can just, you know, get a ticket online and have a QR code to scan at the table. Yeah, that's how we get you in there. We recently saw, like 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point, we saw Toy Story 5, which, for the context, I never saw the 4th one. I was a firm believer that the Toy Story series, should have ended after 3. So when 4 came out, I was, like, heavily against it. And I never saw it. I still haven't seen it. But I thought, hey, you know, my brother wanted to see the 5th one, and he doesn't particularly care about, like, you know, what society thinks and nothing, because he's autistic. So it's kind of wrong to expect someone like him to care about stuff like that. So I thought, you know, I'll take him to go see it. Why not? And it was surprisingly a very good movie. Like, I like the direction it went in. Because I was pretty bummed out. All I knew from 4 was that Woody basically left the crew, which, you know, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen the movie, my bad, but it's been out for a while. And I haven't seen it myself, and I still know what the movie's about. So, make of it what you will. But Toy Story 5 was not that bad. Okay, I think you can end in either way, can't you? Yeah, okay. Alright, Cineworld is done with my little movie theater story. Thief, you've taken all that was me. Search for a thief. Do not get any red keys. Let's see if I still remember what that one accessible thief is. I think I do. It's in this corner, right? Aha! I still got it. So all these other ones are protected by appearing walls. I remember when this key was in the corner right here. Alright, we're going to be hearing that noise for a bit. Alright, one chip done. What's the next best room to go into? How about this one? This one's pretty sick. If you're not familiar with my level air letter shop and the Sokoban that's in that, you have this room to thank for it. So thank you, Tyler, for the inspiration. Okay. Honestly, not too concerned about this. Okay, so I think you do it like this. Yeah, I think I see it. Go through here. And you go through here. This is such a cool Sokoban. Absolutely love it. Alright, what's the next hardest room? I think this one right here is probably going to be it. Okay. The infamous pop-up wall Tyler Sontag puzzle. So important to note, I don't have the flippers yet. So a lot of these I can actually get away with. So I think the correct pop-up wall to use here is... I know it's not the one below me. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't remember this. Maybe I should have done this one first. I thought that Sokoman was going to trip me up more than it actually did. Why am I so tripped up by this? Let's just go with my instinct. This feels correct. Obviously, you have to use that one because flippers won't be able to access it. And then you just push it all the way down. Alright, there we go. Now you just strictly use the pop-up walls. Oh yeah, this works beautifully. Oop, got the appearing wall. Alright, the last two are in the same room, so let's see. Oh, I just realized what I did. Oh no. I just realized I used the pop-up walls. I fell for it. I 100% fell for it. That actually hurt my face, dude. Ow. Wow, I am so freaking stupid for doing that. Unreal. Alright, fair enough. Well, the good news is that I get to do majority of those puzzles once again. I cannot believe I fell for that, though. There was no reason to. I just saw the pop balls and went, ooh. Alright, actually approach it from the right way this time. Okay, so this room is pretty chill. Kind of get to plot your path before you dive in. Man, that would have been a quick solve, too. Alright, fair enough. Let's do the Sokoban again. This Sokoban's easily my favorite bit of this level. And what do you want to call it? The pop-up wall room. I like how this is level 147, by the way. Like, for a beginner, yeah, this is a pretty top-notch puzzle for a potential first-time player that this set was aimed to target towards. And I do like how they upped the time limit to 999, because I think the original source in TSO this level came from only had a time limit of like 500 or something. So pretty cool they increased it to all the way to the max it could be. Because that's kind of been tradition for all the CCLPs, is for 147 to have a full max time limit of 999. Although there was discussions for CCLP5's Lounge Act, which was 147 in that set, to be untimed. But when it comes to Chip's Challenge, you gotta uphold to the traditions, man. You gotta fulfill the level slot niches and all that stuff. Alright. 823, I think that's 30 seconds under bold, which isn't bad for a guy like me. Very fun level. A very, very fun level. Definitely a top 3 favorite of mine for sure. I think it might be my second favorite level in the whole set. Alright, the snipers. Use cover on both sides to avoid being sniped. Another Tom Patton staple. Okay, this one can easily,
Bummer.
Yep, that's what I expected. That one could very easily, get me. Okay, do not go for that bottom one. I think this is what you want to do. You want to kind of zigzag all the way. Oop. That was a little scary. Kind of gets scarier as you get closer to the snipers, as they call them. Alright, one more chip. Where are you at? You're right there. Now we just gotta run for it. Okay. Next round, a little bit more straightforward. Some would say the level 148 slot is the WTF level, because it's pretty known to be unusual for its slot. Like, not what you would expect to be the second to last level or the penultimate level to be fancy about it. I think this qualifies as that kind of level. Okay. Snipers is done. Interesting, fun little concept level to conclude the epic storyline that was CCLP1. Now on to the final level, Clubhouse. Which is... I don't remember how to do this. So I'm just going to go with what I think is right. Clear the above dirt tile... Clear the dirt tile above only after hitting the blue button, then run to beat the fireball to the end. Okay. Some would say this is a pretty anticlimactic final level for CCLP1, and I kind of have to agree. I mean, I hate to be that guy that agrees with that. Did I just mess this up? Did I... Well, hold on. No, you fool. Yeah, you did mess this up.
Bummer.
Well, might as well just die. Yeah, pushing those two blocks right here, or pushing this block right there, or whatever I did, I shouldn't have done, so. Place your bets, folks. It's 65 or bust. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. Like I'm not sure what I expected out of the last level of this set. I do remember at the time when CCLP1 came out and all the epic levels that came out and everything, and I saw this level was the selected last one. I thought to myself, what is that level? Like, I don't remember how much I voted on CCLP1 back then. But when I saw this level, I thought to myself, I don't remember playing that and voting. But it is a level that was in voting. Okay, I think we take this block all the way. I mean, it's definitely not that bad of a level. Like, it's not what I thought would be the last level for this set. But I guess the end goal is pretty gnarly to guide all these blocks to this destination to proceed. It's a nice straightforward, final level for those newer players we were aiming for. I think what I expected for the last level of this set was kind of something similar to Key Color from CCLP2. I think Key Color is probably the best 149 of all the CCLPs. And I know I have two of them. I have Mental Marvel Monastery and Shadow of the Day in CCLP 4 and 5 respectively. And I do like those levels, all bias notwithstanding. I think they're good levels. I think Mental Marvel Monastery is probably my favorite of what I put out there for final levels. But I think Key Color is probably the best one. I think it'd be fun. I might have alluded to this at some point in the past. I can't fully remember for sure. But I think one thing I did in the past was, or stated I wanted to do. Wait, I can't clear that dirt. Can I? Or no, I gotta make a run for it, huh? No? I forgot to hit the tank button.
Bummer.
You fool. You forgot to hit the freaking tank button. Oh boy. Alright, 66. Well, if you bet 65, you lost your bets, my friends. I sincerely apologize for that. Looks like this one's going to be pretty close to an hour long as well, despite it only being 9 levels. But there's been some pretty silly setbacks. And honestly, it gives me more time to talk, because I feel like I was running out of time to talk about my final thoughts on CCLP1, what I think about this set in black and white. And despite what the death counter says, I do feel like it was slightly more difficult. Just ever so slightly more difficult than CC1. Because obviously this set and the rest of the CCLPs for that matter were obviously not meant to be played in this tile set. It wasn't made with this tile set in mind. So seeing this in black and white was quite a trippy experience at times. Levels like Slime Cave or Slime Forest, whatever it was called, with the blobs on gravel in this tile set, that was gnarly to play. Some of the key focus levels like Mind Lock, Colors for Extreme, or not Colors for Extreme. What's the other Tyler level I'm thinking of? Tunnel Clearance. That's right. Tunnel Clearance was trippy to get through because of all the lack of color. Trying to think of other noteworthy ones I had problems with because of the tile set. Whirlpool, of course. Yeah, I can't think of every single one off the top of my head, but all in all, CCLP1, I'm really glad this set exists. And if they had released CC2 and re-released CC1 any sooner on Steam, this set would have no reason to exist. So I can really appreciate, the significance of that. I don't know if anyone's ever thought of it that way, but just to put that in perspective, the original CC1 and CC2 got released like barely a year after this set got made. And that timeline of events is just, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me. Okay. Oh wait, we gotta get fire boots. Hold the phone. I do like how you have to take this ice slide back to the exit. This level's really not that bad. I mean, I never thought it was. It's just, I said my piece on the whole matter by now. And that is Clubhouse completed. And my friends, that concludes CCLP1 in black and white. Could we beat it in the black and white tile set? Heck yeah, we could. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Great job, Chip. You did it. You finished the challenge. Melinda Melinda herself offers Chip membership in the exclusive Bitbusters computer club and gives him access to the club's computer system. Chip is in heaven. You completed 149 levels and your total score for the challenge is incorrect. It says it's 13,139,990 points. I don't know what that is actually, but I know for sure that is counting definitely CC1 before and this together. I don't know what else it's accounting for, but it is accounting for something. But if someone wants to go through, I think SharpEye went through my CC1 scores from this tiles or this series, and some of the times I scored happened to be better than what I submitted for the scoreboards, which I didn't even consider. So if for whatever reason that happens with this set, which I doubt, I have a pretty solid score in CC1. It's just barely over 6 million. So I doubt any of my times I actually scored on this playthrough are actually better than what I have submitted. But if for whatever reason they are, and you do want to point them out to me to submit, feel free. I do appreciate that being, thought about in the first place. I never said thank you to Sharp Eye for doing it for CC1. So, hey, thanks for doing that, bro. But that is it, everybody. 66 deaths for CCLP1. Definitely could have avoided 2 of them for sure in Clubhouse. But not too bad. So we got 88, double 8s for one set and double 6s for another. So I am really curious to see how we do with CCLP2, which will be up next and will be officially streamed from here on. As I've said throughout this series, from here on, every set moving forward will be played in black and white, but it will be streamed, possibly on my Twitch channel. I will link my Twitch channel below. You can go follow it if you haven't. I have not streamed on that channel in I don't know how many years, but I will start using it again. I will do it on there, and then I will take those streams and trim them down to video format to be watchable, and go from there. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out throughout this series. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a blast to do this, for not just for me, but to provide some kind of, Chips Challenge entertainment. I know these Let's Plays of this game are very scarce these days. I think I'm the only one actively doing one. I know Round the Wheel was doing a couple of custom sets before he had to go back to doing his I think he's a school teacher or something. I don't keep up with his streams as much as I should. But I know he did some content. I know Bowman has been doing content in the past. I don't know if they plan on coming back to doing something. I hope they do, because they're pretty entertaining with what they've done so far. And then for me, obviously, we'll be doing this set. I'll be continuing Josh He when the time allows. I think I'm a little bit more fixated on this project than I am on Josh He, because let's be real here, playing all my levels can get pretty boring, even for me after a while. But it will keep going for sure. Not to worry. Nothing to worry there. So once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to follow my Twitch channel. Like I said, if you want to keep up with the series and experience the rest of it live, God knows I'm going to need it for CCLP2 and especially 3 when we get to 3. But it'll be nice to play CCLP2 again. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. So, once again, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and remember you are loved and valued and more appreciated than you think. Take care, and have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time of day it is for you.